Hey everybody, Christian from Treasure Town here, and today I'm super excited to unbox the remnants of an incredible collection that I had handled. You've probably already seen and been familiar with if you watch a lot of my videos, the 6 videos unboxing an over $200,000 collection, and the second batch I had sent a fair amount of that material to heritage auctions for them to auction off just because I felt like they would at this point have a wide network that would properly serve a lot of those coins, but there are some items that are sort of sub $150, call it, that we got back, and I'm going to unbox them to show you what's going to be appearing in some of our upcoming sales that we'll be offering in like I said, our auctions. So it should be really fun. I'm excited to show sort of the high tier world coin material that's going to be inside, and without further ado, we'll get right into the coins and start unboxing. And so let's go coin by coin here. A lot of this stuff, may come into my whatnot sales, but I'm also thinking it would make a lot of sense to grade a fair amount and have a slower, sale of the material. This one's an 1877 ruble, very nice Russian coin, a Sardinia item. A lot of these are just rarer types. That's in Italy, 1845 lire, and many of these have that old toning, very reminiscent of being in these flips, because this was a collection that started in the early, or finished at least in the early 1950s. Here's an 1828 20 lire, and then we've got a Prussian coin. There's all different types of rulers. This one's an 1853 thaler, and we'll see it's Friedrich Wilhelm IV. The Friedrich Wilhelms, that's a very familiar king's name. 1879 Franz Josef, 2 golden from Austria, the Austro-Hungarian Empire, and then this is a nicer coin, Gaul Subalpine. It's during Napoleon's reign, a 10th year coin for, I forget exactly where, if this was like Italy or some region. I don't know if that's some graffiti. Isaiah had pointed out that there's a triangle on the coin, but excited to see, that one might be one of the better ones from this batch, as is this 1837 Peruvian 8 real. Fan of how that looks, very, very nice intricate detail with a ship and cornucopia on the reverse. And then right here we've got another Peruvian, I think 8 real, 1835, minted in, I think that at this point it's definitely not the sort of Spanish colonial. They're fully on their own at that point. There's an 1837 example from northern Peru, as well as a Mexican tougher shape 1804 8 real. Let's see, we've got more. Here is an 1889 French Indochinese piastre coin, a Portuguese 1000 race from 1898. We've got a 1000 race from 1910 from Portugal. Very appealing item. And then a toned 1915. That one I'm a fan of the toning on. A 1 escudo coin. Quite sharp. Here's a Hong Kong British trade dollar from 1899. Very nice. An 1864 Mecklenburg-Schwerin thaler. I'll have to see if that one seems like and then a Reichsschleiz, German states. Many of these could be good candidates to grade ourselves. There's a Heinrich 1763. That one looks pretty nice too. So I'm a fan. I'm probably going to just keep saying that as I look at these coins. 1937 Australian crown. We've got a Prussian thaler from 1830. We have a Straits Settlements dollar. That's very pretty. That's I want to say that's somewhat related. Maybe it's like Malaysia area. I'm forgetting exactly. 1861. There looks to be a little bit of a dig in that coin. And then over here, we've got a Mexican toned 5 pesos from 1948. A 2 pesos from 1921 with nice toning. We've got a toned 1897 ruble. A Russian ruble from 1891. An Italian 1879 Umberto 5 lire. That's a fun coin. I hadn't seen too many of that one in the past. And then here's a Naples and Sicily 120 Grani. Beautiful coin, 1795. We have a Prussian 5 marks from 1907. Not as crazy of an item. And then right here, this looks earlier, yeah, from Ferdinand the First, 1845 Thaler. Let's see. Moving on, it looks like a Tibetan srang from 1938, even a 3 srang with some luster. I wonder if there's just a little PVC, and that's why that coin met the fate that it did. A Thaler from 1816 of Prussia. And then right here, 1784. I've seen this design before as well. I mean, and I've seen all these coins before, but I've transacted that design a few times. This one is an 1828 5 lire. I think that one's kind of a sharper coin for sure. Here's the Naples and Sicily 120 Grani with Ferdinand II. And it's interesting how there's all the Italian city-states. This one looks like was in like a house fire or something. 1909S Philippines peso. We've got a Holy Roman Empire 1784 Thaler, Joseph I. That one's sharp, and a Umberto II 5 lire. And it looks like not too many coins left. 2 more handfuls. A 1904 Portuguese India. It's interesting, there's like the Goa region, I think. 1 rupiah. And Portugal obviously is less strong today than it used to be. It was really a colonial power for a long time. There's a Douglas MacArthur peso from the Philippines and a Hidalgo 1953 5 peso commemorative type. We've got a Dominican only 35% silver 1897 peso and a Mecklenburg Schwerin Gulden from 1754. The Gulden is like the 2/3 Thaler denomination, so it's a slightly smaller flan, but still has all the history that I'm a fan of. And Salvador 1894 peso, very nice. And then a restrike Thaler from 1780. That one's probably one of the cheaper of the batch. A 1901 Prussian 5 marks with some nice luster remaining. A 400 race coin from 1795. Very cool. A Prussian 5 marks from 1888 in really sharp shape. That's Friedrich the Kaiser König. I can't tell if that's a rare design or not. Here's an 1874 beautiful Peruvian soul. We've got another older German item, 1678 from Mecklenburg Schwerin. We've got an 1871 Prussian Thaler, early coin, just as the unification of the German Empire is going on. 1912 Nicaragua Cordoba. Those often have a nice premium to them, attached. And then we've got a 1874 2.5 Gulden from the Netherlands, William III. A Panamanian Balboa from 1934 with some good luster. An 1815 Portuguese 400 race. We've got a Mexican. Ooh, that's a fun railroad commemorative. I'll have to look into, is that worth getting graded, or sort of what's the value range? I'm not too sure. This one is not as expensive. A Hidalgo 5 pesos from 1951. We've got a Netherlands East Indies 1847 2.5 Gulden. I think 1849 is the better date on that coin. Here's a 1693 Gulden from Brandenburg. Very nice. Not the full Thaler, but a good looking coin. 1874 5 francs from Belgium. We've got an Oldenburg 1866 Thaler. Slightly Einvereinsthaler. A little bit smaller of a coin. A 1935 Belgian 50 franc commemorative type, or at least just not, wasn't around for a super long time. There's a Leopold the First 1850 5 francs, which is also an earlier item. That one's going to be later, 1931. 4 Belge, which is 4 something, but it's a 20 franc coin. So maybe a Belge is like a 5 franc denomination. And then lastly, a Leopold 50 franc from Belgium. So great mix of coins. I think the things, that I would tentatively, and I'd be interested to see, what you think I should grade and what might be more worth selling raw. But these are some of the items as I was putting them aside that I might, would be on my short list for, potentially could make some good sense. This Mexican coin I don't think is a grade, but the Peruvian certainly. A lot of the earlier items were ones, as well as just tougher. That one I don't think is a grade candidate either. That might make sense because we're going to try to start putting together some more formal auctions towards, like on our website, towards the summer. And so we have to get the inventory ready for them. They might only be, call it 20 coin sales or 30 coin sales, but to offer some of the choice inventory that we're generally so excited about bringing to you. And so, yeah, lots of fun coins. Always love, the unboxings, and we'll look forward to keeping you updated on this group. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure to head on over to treasuretown.com and sign up for our email list to stay up to date on everything that's happening, whether it's auction updates, exciting new inventory drops, coin collecting news, or general informational resources. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on another one.